Happy Wednesday, folks. Another video of Hockey Playoff Edition. I am Miguel Mike Medina. This is my guy, Jason Guido.
How you doing?
Jason, Rangers, they stay undefeated, 6-0.
On a big win in overtime. It looked like in the third period, I thought Carolina was gonna win, and the power play pulled out. Got the third tying goal. Kreider scored the tying goal on the power play, and they actually played well from the third period overtime and the second overtime defensively, in my opinion. And Trocheck the Rangers got another power play, and Trocheck was able to bang the power play goal in underneath between Anderson's leg, and they won the game. Big win in my opinion.
Yes, it is. Alexis Lafreniere, he scored a goal just like you called it. You said he needed to step up, and he did. Vincent
Okay, well,
Trocheck, he's in Vincent Trocheck, underrated player. He won the game. I'm happy for him. Igor Shesterkin, 54 saves.
right. So
54. This guy's unreal.
no, he was excellent. And another thing, so the Rangers gave up the three goals. In my opinion, they were very sloppy, and I don't mean sloppy giving away the puck. Like they seemed like they missed a lot of assignments. Like the player for the Carolina who scored, Getz who scored. I forgot who else scored, but they were open a little bit too much in my opinion. A couple of deflected goals. So I noticed that from the third period on, when Carolina was leading 3-2, I noticed that the Rangers tightened up defensively, and then they started to, you know, hook up the stick of the opponent, try to, play the stick more on their opponents, where, they like to deflect the puck, Carolina. So that was a big reason why, in my opinion, Carolina didn't get another goal in the third period or in overtime. That was a big reason, in my opinion.
Well, now the series will shift to Carolina. Rangers up 2-0. They have a chance to sweep them, but Carolina's going to come out firing with that
Oh yeah,
crowd. One of the goals that was impressive was the Jay Gensel goal. That
right.
one
That
was
was
nice. The second period, I believe it was.
right. So that was a deflected goal right off the stick. That was impressive. It went right. Just Shazirkin had no chance on it. He deflected it in front of the net, and it went right past him. That's what happens a lot. Those top scorers do stuff like that. That's it's almost impossible for the goalie to stop it unless you guess or you get lucky and it bounces into you. But you see a lot of goals scored that way, especially in the playoffs.
And it's funny because Jay Gensel, when he was with Pittsburgh a few years ago with this matchup with the Rangers in the playoffs, he
Mm-hmm.
had Crosby and Rust, and now with Carolina he has Aho and Jarvis. So that's when I put that together, I'm like, that's a funny, interesting situation. But the difference between those two series was that Pittsburgh had momentum. And then Crosby got hurt, and then that's when the Rangers took
Right.
advantage of it. But in this one, the Rangers are a much better team, much more fast-paced, up-tempo team, and they have a more complete team. So, but I'm looking forward to Game 3. Hopefully, they don't give Carolina any confidence whatsoever. They gotta stay hungry.
So again, real quick, just to add, so both teams took way too many power plays. I know there was a lot of rough stuff, so the referees called them but there was a lot of four. There was, I think, 2 or 3 times where they played 4-on-4, but both teams took way too many penalties, in my opinion, and that wind up hurting. That's why Carolina lost, because the Rangers tied and won the game on the power play, and it got dicey for the Rangers. They had their chances. In overtime, Carolina had a power play, and the Rangers were able to have been excellent. They haven't scored any power play goals in this series, Carolina. And just one other quick note: the Rangers they got on the faceoffs. The Rangers lost the faceoff battle. Carolina won 53% of the faceoffs, so that was the first time in this was the sixth playoff game for the Rangers where they lost on the faceoff battle. So that's something to look for. Something that maybe the Rangers could work on in the next as the series shifts to North Carolina, or Raleigh, I should say, Carolina.
Mitchell Robinson, that's a big loss for the Knicks. He'll be out for several weeks, basically the entire playoffs. This is the same ankle that was bothering him back in December,
Right.
and he took time off. He missed, I believe, 50 games, and then he came back in March. And then bam, here we go once again, but it's at the wrong time because it's the second round against Indiana, and you have a good interior defender in Mitchell Robinson. Not to have him there, that's the third loss of the Knicks have. First it was Randall, then you have Bogdanovich, and now you have him. So this team has to rely so much on the Villanova cats, the Villanova kids, but now it gives an opportunity for other guys from the bench to step up. And sometimes it doesn't happen often, but sometimes an injury can be a blessing in disguise for the next man up to rise to the occasion. I don't know if that will happen with the Knicks. We will have to wait and see for tonight for game two, as the Knicks will try to go up 2-0 in the series. But this is still a big loss for the Knicks. If they were able to pass this round, you need a guy like Mitchell Robinson if you want to go to the Eastern Conference Finals, and you might have to go up against a team like the Boston Celtics.
Yeah, again, so the news came down that he was out for the rest of the season, or at least 8 weeks. So that's the
And
end of
that's still a
June.
lot.
Right. Yeah, it's still a long time. Anyway, so the bad news came down that he was out for the year. So the Knicks already had their. So honestly, I was able to tell in Game 6 and then in Game 1, he didn't look the same Robinson. He didn't have that same rebounding slash block shot and blocking the shot. He looked like he was hurting a little. But I was like, oh, he's playing, so maybe it's just the other team is playing well. But it seems like that's what was the stress fracture was bothering, because that's what he has in his ankle. As we know, the Pacers had a big time offense, and they were finished all over in front of the rim, a lot of in the paint baskets. So that was a big reason when Robinson was a big loss. However, the Knicks were already shorthanded. They already, in my opinion, have to play other players. So now you'll see Precious Achua. He's going to probably start now or come in off the bench. He'll come in off the bench, and he's a good defender. He's not as tall as Robinson. He's not a big rebounder. And now you have to go to Jericho Sims, the backup center, who had a good year. He's 6'11", I believe. I don't think he's 7 feet, but he's about 6'11". So he had a good year as the third center when or backup when Robinson was injured early in the year, like you mentioned. But they're gonna have to go to those guys and hope that they can contribute a little bit. That's all. That's basically what's gonna come down to with the Knicks.
I just find it so amazing that no one, and I repeat, no one except for Jalen Brunson and maybe his family as well, that we're seeing like this amazing score in front of us. Like we didn't like I said, most of us, probably none of us imagined that Jalen Brunson was gonna be this good. Jalen Brunson, to me, he's a point guard, but he has that Allen Iverson mentality in the sense that scoring wise. So he gets other people involved. But he also scores as well. And I just love his demeanor. And I mean, for him to see him drop 40 plus points for 4 consecutive games now, I believe, joining the list of Michael Jordan, I think it's just flat out amazing. But at the same time, it's like I don't want him to carry too much load because that can come back biting him later on. So, but I just hope that guys like Josh Hart, DiVincenzo, and the list goes on, they put up more points now and take advantage of that, because you can't just rely on him to score 40 plus in every game.
Right. So the Knicks starters are playing an incredible. They're playing almost the whole game, which I don't know if that's going to work. I mean, if you want to win the NBA title, West C would take it one game at a time. But as for Brunson, right? No, he's a tremendous scorer. The Knicks have had very few persons who can score like this in the playoffs on a consistent basis. I mean, like you said, so he has a high basketball IQ. So not only can he get everyone involved, he knows what to do with the ball. He can shoot the ball from 2 and 3 point range, and plus he can pass out of the double team or whatever, and get the other Knicks players involved, and that's why he's been the MVP for the Knicks for sure.